Hey, it's Matt at RuffHouse Studios, and welcome to the product spotlight for the new MarsHydro SP-3000 LED grow light. This episode is brought to you by MarsHydro. You can find all of their really awesome LED grow lights at MarsHydro.com. And if you use the code RHSS, you can save some money. Now, we reviewed the MarsHydro SP250 that you see here a little while back, and I really gave it a great review back then, and it stands today. I tell you, this thing, it spent a year in an outside greenhouse. It wasn't exposed to direct weather, but it was exposed to extreme heat and temperature. It's worked like a charm. None of the LEDs are out, and it's really a great and efficient and durable light. But they've made some changes to it. And I'm growing some strawberries with it now, but they've upgraded. They've got an SP-3000 out now, and that one's here, and we're going to take a look at it and see what is new. So first, let's get this bad boy out of the box. It's really well packaged for one thing, but there's an instruction manual. There's a really cool sheet of stickers, MarsHydro stickers. I thought that was neat. A couple of hanging little clips to hang it, and then a couple of ratchet hangers. Then the light kit itself. There's also a cable to use in daisy chaining. We'll talk about that a little bit later. It looks very similar to the other light, but there's been some major upgrades on the top. Can't wait to take a look at those and see what we've got. So now let's take a closer look at the face of the light. You can see that those are the Samsung LEDs, and that is also a waterproof. The face of it there is waterproof, so you can use it in high humidity situations. It also has the dimmer on top that we'll take a look at here in a second. So now let's take a look at the key features. One of the features that I really like about this one is that it has a removable driver. It's got a Meanwell driver in the first place. It's a little bit bigger, 300 watts, and it's also removable. And so you can remove it from the top of the light and put it on a wall or somewhere else, so that you can, two different things. You'll separate out the heat, and also it's not as heavy on the light. And so it's a little easier to hang. And I really like that. They also make sure that you have plenty of cord so that you can still have flexibility to move the light, and plenty of height up and down while the fixtures are mounted on the wall. So that's really cool. And it's also removable, the dimmer is, so you can mount it as well. Then we also have the daisy chain capability, which is built into the dimmer switch. You can see there's a couple of plugs in there, channel 1 and 2, so that you can operate or daisy chain multiple lights together. And then you can use the same dimmer to control them. And that makes it a little easier. And with the lights, it's provided with these little pyramid-shaped hooks that you can see there hanging it. And with those and those ratchet straps, it really makes this a really simple light to hang. And I like the long shape like that. If you're using like a 2 foot by 4 foot tent or 2 5-foot tent, it's perfect. Another new feature is the dimmable feature, which is great. You know, a lot of the lights, you have to take off the driver, and there's a little like a switch underneath it to dim it. But having it built in like that is really awesome. It's got a power switch to cut the light on and off, and there's also a switch to cut the dimmer function on and off on the back of it. But that is really convenient, just to be able to come in and turn a switch and cut your light on and off. And another feature is that the LED board has been upgraded. It was always waterproof, but it's still waterproof, and that's nice. But the LEDs are now Samsung LEDs, and they've also changed the light spectrum a little bit. They made it more natural sunlight. It added a little bit more warm light and a little bit more red diodes. Great for like flowering, great for vegetation. The plants really love it. I love these white lights as compared to the blurple or whatever. I think this type of lighting, this pure sunlight white light, is so much better. And the plants tend to agree. The plants have been doing really well under it. I hope you enjoyed this overview. Be sure to visit MarsHydro.com, and you can save money with the code RHSS. hope you enjoyed this overview of the SP-3000. If you did, hit the like button. And be sure to visit RuffHouseStudios.com for hundreds of cannabis culture videos made just for you. This is Matt from RuffHouse Studios. Thanks for watching.